Hello again and welcome to another edition of the Real Ale Guide. Today's beer is another special beer. It's an award-winning ale. As it says there, it's Old Hooky from Norton Brewery. It says on the bottle where progress is measured in pints. So I imagine they sell a lot of it. It's a pint bottle, it's 4.6% in the volume. It says serve cold, cool, not cold. Chilled. Okay, first of all, before I do this, or it is part of the review actually, the bottle, I don't know if you can see that, it's the best finish on a bottle. Sometimes the labels are coming off and whatever, but even the bottle is the best. It's hard to explain, it's like got a sheen on it, but absolutely fantastic. A lot of quality's gone into just the packaging on this bottle, which fantastic. Now, I bought this particular beer. It's the Independent newspaper's #1 ale in Britain. It come #1, so I thought I'd pick it up, have a look at it. It does say award-winning ales on the bottle. Let's have a read. Oh, it just says Norton Brewery now use a lightweight bottle to reduce its impact on the environment. Well, it doesn't say what award they've won, but I imagine they've won a few. And it's brewed in Oxfordshire. Let's get it open and then we'll have a little read on the back, see what it says. Right, here we go. Oh, lovely. This is toffee. This has got a very strong toffee aroma. Beautiful. Let's see how it pours. I'm really excited about this beer. Really looking forward to it. Okay, looking like it's got a nice head. Initially, it's got that spark of carbonation, but then it settled down quite nicely. It's like a ruby red colour, and it's a 2-finger head. Nice and frothy. Lovely. Okay, let's give you a little read on the back. It's got the signature of the J.W. Clark, great grandson of John Harris, the founder of Norton Brewery. It was first started to be brewed in the late 18th century to 19th century. There's no exact date on there, but it's nice to know that the family is still, it's the great-great-grandson is still brewing this beer today, where his great-great-grandfather introduced all of these lovely beers. Ah, here we are. We've been brewing award-winning ales and beers since 1849 in our traditional Victorian Tower brewery deep in the Oxfordshire countryside. It's still powered by a steam engine. Fantastic. Our beers contain natural ingredients, hop, barley and wheat, malted barley and wheat, hops and yeast. There we are, got out in the end. With spring water from our own spring-fed well. Okay, 4.6%. I've given that time for the head to settle down. Let's give it a try. Very toffee-ish, but also there's fruit there. It's not as fruity. I just done the Cane's wheat beer. That was very fruity. Not as fruity as that. It's more malty. This is more my cup of tea. This is more it's very bitter. I do like this. I do like this a lot. It's very bitter. There's a lot of this crystal malts in there, and for me, it's got a very bitter toffee taste. Absolutely fantastic. I can absolutely see why it's won awards. a lot of time and energy goes into brewing these ales. They're not like a lager which gets thrown out on the production line. You know, this has got a lot of time gone into it, a lot of craft, a lot of energy, and it produces a fine result. But toffee, very strong hop taste, and it's also got a nice fruit aroma, fruit taste there with it. Okay, I'm going to tell you a little bit now about what Hook Norton, I'm really enjoying this, I'm running a mouthful. I'm going to tell you a little bit about what Hook Norton sell and what bottles they do, what beers, their merchandise. I'll give you their website. Another taste. Stone the Crows. Stone the Crows, that is awesome. Okay, beer range, 500ml bottles, pint bottles. Hooky Dark, Hooky Bitter, Hooky Gold, Double Stout, fancy that, I love a stout. Haymaker and 12 Days. Online shop, they do umbrellas, bags, chocolates. They got a glass chopping board and some hand warmers, you know, the little things that go on your pads. Well, it pads your hand in, you know, you just close it up and it reacts and it warms up for the winter. So, alright, ideal for you fishermen out there. Okay, website, if you want to order any of this stuff, it's www.hooky.com, and there's a telephone number of 01608 737 210. Okay, that's all the reading out the way. Back to the beer. So it comes from they got an old steam engine that is still in use today, producing this fantastic beer. So, you know, every time, pardon me, you buy a bottle of this, or you buy a case of this, you know that there's great pride and great tradition in this beer. Ales in the 60s and 70s in Britain, they were on a massive decline. We were being inundated, we've been invaded by all these foreign continental lagers, they call them. They become very fashionable in the 80s and 90s. They nearly completely wiped all of our craft beers and ales out, but since I'd say the mid 1990s onwards up until we're now in 2010, they're making a fantastic comeback. This is a campaign for real ale. To go out there, try some of this beer, give it a go. I'm very passionate about this because unless you try it, it's a little bit more expensive, but you don't need as much. This is the key. If you were to drink, say 4 to a 6 pack or an 8 pack of lager, you'd be okay. But if you were to drink 4 to 6 to 8 of these ales, I honestly don't think you'd be okay. You wouldn't be able to do it. They're very strong. So, you know, I know they're a little bit more expensive, but on the other hand, you don't need as much. That's the secret. Okay, I'm going to rate this beer now, should I say? It's so nice. Ruby red in colour. It's quite a thick beer, but the head's still there, nearly finished, the head's still at the bottom. A little bit of carbonation going on. It's a lovely toffee, like a burnt, bitter taste with the toffee and the fruit aroma. Absolutely fantastic. I'm going to give this, I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. I'm going to give this this is the Hook Norton Brewery's Old Hooky. I'm going to give it, the Real Ale Guide gives it 9 out of 10. Okay, thanks for watching the Real Ale Guide. I'll be putting more and more reviews on the future, on the YouTube in the future. Be sure to leave a comment. Tell me what you think. Tell me if you like the look of the beer. You know, if you can get it in America or not. I'd be interested to know. I'll be, subscribe to my channel if you like. I'll be putting more videos on every single week. We're getting bigger and bigger. It's getting quite exciting. We're now recording in HD. So click on the HD button to watch me in HD, and I'm Twittering, it's real